Good day! We are the students from Surigao State College of Technology. I am Christine E. Floria.
I am John Lloyd Soriano Amoncio.
I'm Marjorie Mantalia Punotan, and we are here at Masgad National High School to interview an active school official about curriculum implementation.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go! Once again, good morning viewers. Now we are here at the principal's office to interview the active, kind-hearted, and intelligent school principal of Masgad National High School, no other than Mr. Well Ugaldiwenes.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation to interview you today. We know that you are a very busy person, so let's start our interview. Our first question, sir. What are the priority programs and projects that the DepEd has implemented this school year?
As far as I'm concerned, due to COVID-19 pandemic, one of the priority programs implemented by the Department of Education is the different modalities of the curriculum being used to facilitate the implementation of the curriculum, the educational system due to COVID. So many modalities being discovered or designed by the experts from the central office, cascading to the different schools of the entire country. So far in Masgad, we use modular distance learning print, considering that there is no internet connectivity here, so the students has no access totally for the internet. So we use purely modular distance learning print.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, what are the challenges, sir? Second question, what are the challenges, issues, and problems you met, sir, in implementing this program under this curriculum?
At first, we have doubts on how we tackle those different, say, strategies or procedures and how to handle this kind of modality, but the DepEd provided us in-service trainings, orientations, learning modalities, programs through webinars, just to give insights and inputs to the teachers in order to address whatever gaps and problems regarding the implementation of this new modality being used due to COVID. Another is, aside from the concepts being used for this modality, teachers also have other trainings offered by the DepEd through webinars for that effect to intensify the implementation. At least, even though there is no such face-to-face, the target still attained with higher learning outcomes. And there are some adjustments in how the students are graded. We have new design or system for grading of the students for this school year and the other year due to COVID.
For students, sir, do you think it is effective for them, sir, this modality?
In my end, as a school principal, based on my observations, it depends also on the kind of students that we have. Because even though there's such face-to-face, but if ever that these learners are very much diligent in working on the modules, still there is really learning that the students can get out from these materials, the self-learning modules. But the fact that our students also, not all of them are gifted, that this discovery approach can be really digested by the students, there is a problem, a challenge for them also. But what we call the cooperative learning, some of them are sharing their answers. At least they can really pass all those questions and answer the questions based on the SLM that they are studying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, for the last question. In relation to these challenges, may we know what are your strategies upon addressing these issues?
First and foremost, in my end as school principal of this school, during that time, aside from the trainings being given to us, from the school heads, from the principals, down to the teachers, then I also contextualize my strategies based on the context of our school. So, because Masgad is in implementing units, we have our own budget, I allocated greater percentage of our allocation for the reproduction of this SLM to cater the needs of the students. That the target is 1:1, so all our students have one module per student because we maximize the resources for this SLM. Aside from that, we tried our best to have the different, what we call the protocols being implemented. We have supplies, we have gadgets of this in order to implement harmoniously the curriculum, then to avoid also the spreading of this COVID during the school year. We have machines, we have supplies for the students. Then adjustments also of subject loading of teachers as based on their, say, example, their majors, but if there are subjects that no majors, I ask the teacher with wholeheartedly questions to them that based on their point of interest to handle the subject, kung kaya ba talaga nila handle. Because I not force my teachers to handle the subject. We have our open communication based on their interest so that they have the heart to teach the students. Then aside from that, some mga tie-up with the stakeholders, the barangay captains, the municipal mayor, the LGU, to work hand in hand to solve whatever problems that may arise due to this situation that we have.
Okay, sir. So, with this fact that you have you have this solutions and strategies, may we know the progress of your strategies so far, sir?
So far, from the start I entered the school, that time is COVID already because 2 school years na with this kind of modality being implemented by the Department of Education. I can say in front of you that our school, Masgad, based on performance-based assessment, we have the best school. Masgad National High School is the only best school in the district of Malimono. Because along leadership-wise and management-wise, two-way communications. I also implemented my 5 C's, leadership and management for the school. I explained to the teachers in front during our meetings what do you mean by these 5 C's of leadership and management so that they can understand my management style for a productive school. Okay, that's the target man, to come up with higher learning outcomes for the learners. So it's a major purpose of why the school is double time with this kind of curriculum that we have, just to attain higher learning outcomes despite of the situations that we have. I can say na effective our strategies, our practices here in the school. Aside from that, we increased our enrollment. I have a significant increase of 33% in my stay here in the school as a new school principal. That is why some of our teachers here assigned to other schools, I requested to be back here in Masgad because we lack teachers due to the increase of enrollment. So the fact that this kind of manifestations in the school, I can proudly say that the strategies that I shared to my teachers or my partners is effective, because it will not happen if it's not effective. So far, the most controversial issue is the performance based because of monetary aspects. Because if you are best school, you have 67% of your basic salary. So we enjoyed greater amount for our performance bonus. The fact that we declared as best school.
Okay.
Okay, that's all of our questions, sir. Thank you for all your responses.
Thank you.
We hope,
So
sir, that
for-
you have more success in your in the implementations of your plans in this under this curriculum. Thank you so much,
Okay,
sir.
welcome.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Thank you so much, sir.